Hello, and welcome to another edition of Mindful Monday. I was recently watching a documentary with my husband and my son, and this documentary was about the actor John Candy, who sadly he passed away at the age of 43. And I grew up watching his movies, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and National Lampoons, and The Great Outdoors, and just Home Alone, and he was just in so many movies that were so important to me. Uncle Buck. And it was a beautiful documentary, and very fittingly, it was called I Like Me. I Like Me. And what was really astonishing to me was throughout this documentary, he was being interviewed by multiple sources and organizations. And it was brutal to listen to and to watch, because some of the individuals that were interviewing him were judging him 100%. And keep in mind, he was already successful. He was knocking it out of the park with what he was doing and the impact that he was making in his movies and on the world. And the questions they were asking him had to do about his weight a lot of times. And one moment in this documentary, the individual said, you know, are you trying to lose weight? Do you think you would be happier if you weighed less? Do you think what could be? What are the possibilities that could become if you weren't who you are, pretty much? And I'm not saying it correctly, but if you do go back and watch this documentary, which I highly encourage you to do, it's heartbreaking. And he paused in that moment and he said 3 words: I like me. Period. It was like a mic drop moment, and it was tragically beautiful because you could tell it hurt. The comments, it's not that they didn't hurt him. You can tell in his eyes, you can see a little bit of the air, get taken out of his sail. But the power in those 3 words, I like me, was just, it just gives me chills. So here's my question. Where are we being told in our lives, in our careers, in our world, that we're not good enough? We're not as good as we could be. We're just we're not enough. My question to you is, do you like you? And maybe that's the most important question. When you look at yourself in the mirror, yeah, there's always things that we could change about ourselves. There's always tweaks that we could do. If we're gonna sit here and be honest, we can always find things that could be better. I mean, always. If you're looking for that kind of thing, you will find it, right? But here at the end of the day, the question really is, do you like you? And his answer was, I like me. Yes, the documentary also highlights his weight loss journey and that he maybe should have cut back on some drinking or some smoking or what. But at the end of the day, all of those maybe toxic habits and everything, at the end of the day, I like me. Period. So here is a challenge to you. As you navigate this week and really forever, can we all just learn to love each other a little bit more? To learn to ask questions and get curious and learn more about individuals, but at the end of the day for ourselves, can we just reflect and pause and come to okay, I've got a million things I could change, or I could shuffle around and do better and be different, but do I like me? Yeah. And if you don't say yes to that question, that very, very simple question, you've got some hard work to do. Because every one of us should not just like us, we should love ourselves to the deepest version of us, to the deepest points that we possibly can. We should do the hard work to make sure that we love ourselves. So yes, I like me. So this week, go out, make it a beautiful week, love on yourself, challenge yourself to really reflect and ask yourself the question, do you like you? And maybe even say it in the mirror, I like me. All right. And go out and watch this documentary because it'll change your life. Make it a beautiful week, everybody.